I gave my stepfather the Father's Day gift he always wanted, then watched his smile slowly collapse when he understood what it really meant. When my mom married Daniel, I was 12. Dad had been gone for 16 months. A heart attack that came out of nowhere. One moment he was arguing about burnt toast. The next he was lying on the kitchen floor while I held his hand and waited for an ambulance that arrived too late. Mom didn't start dating again until a year had passed. Daniel was her gym trainer. Confident. Loud. The kind of man who filled every room before he even stepped inside it. He had perfect posture, perfect teeth, and opinions about everything. He makes me feel alive again. Mom told me one evening, I need you to give him a chance, Erav. So I did. I helped him move his trophies into our living room cabinet. The same cabinet that used to hold Dad's old cricket balls and faded photographs. I watched as he repainted the house a sharp gray because beige is depressing. I stayed quiet when he sold Dad's old car, calling it impractical sentiment. For 3 years, I played the role of cooperative son. I laughed at his jokes. I went to the gym with him on Sundays. I ignored the way he corrected how I spoke, how I stood, how I existed. Mom seemed happy. That was supposed to be enough. But Daniel had a way of making everything about him. My science fair win became a speech about discipline he'd taught me. My birthday dinners turned into networking events with his business partners. He introduced me as our boy to people who nodded without asking my name. The worst part wasn't what he did. It was what Mom stopped noticing. When I failed my first math test, Daniel said, "Maybe you're just not wired like me." Mom laughed awkwardly. When I told them I wanted to study art, he called it a hobby, not a future. The breaking point came senior year. I got accepted into a design program in another city. The first thing that felt like mine since Dad died. The acceptance letter arrived the same morning. Daniel announced he had plans for me to intern at his company. "You'll thank me later," he said. Stability matters. I didn't argue. I just went to my room and opened the old metal toolbox Dad used to keep under his bed. I'd never touched it before. Inside were small things, receipts, old sketches, and a sealed envelope with my name written across it. I opened it with shaking hands. "If you're reading this," Dad had written, "it means you're old enough to choose your own path. I've saved something for you. The account details are inside. Use it to build the life you want, not the one someone else designs for you." Attached was a bank statement, a savings account in my name. Enough to pay for the program. On Father's Day, I handed Daniel a wrapped box during breakfast. Inside was a framed copy of my acceptance letter and a withdrawal slip from Dad's account. "I start in August," I said calmly. Dad already planned for it. For the first time since I'd known him, Daniel had nothing to say. Mom looked at the letter, then at me, and something shifted. Sometimes the best gift you can give someone isn't approval, it's the truth.